would you feel if a man asked for his money back after a date together?
Oh.
You mad about that? Oh my God, the faces in the audience.
Really?
Well, for one British blogger, that was just the case. Lauren Crouch wrote that her recent coffee meeting with a guy she met on Tinder led to him contacting her afterwards, asking for a refund for the coffee he bought her.
The nerve.
And his reason was, he said, that it was time spent getting to know her for nothing. So, Lonnie, what do you think? Is that just plain rude or like a fair request?
He could take that $5 and stick it somewhere the sun don't shine.
Oh, God. Okay, first of all, how much does coffee cost? Even at the most expensive spot. What would you say?
$3.49.
Didn't
No,
she
$5.
say like it was
She $3.50.
$3.50?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like it was $350. Like
Right.
it was
No.
a steak dinner
I
or
would give him
something.
his money back, and I would give it to him in pennies, and not just pennies. Guys, you know what I would do? Wait for it. Remember Homie the Clown? Remember how he put stuff in that one
In the
sock?
sock.
I would put
Homie,
those
don't
pennies
play
in
that.
that sock. Homie, don't play that.
That's what I'm talking about.
But you want to know what she did do? She said, "Okay, I'm not going to give you the $3.50. Do you have a charity that you're interested in?
Right.
Let me give it to
like
that."
that. Yeah.
So yeah.
She be like a
Tyra,
good
what you
person.
think?
No, I'm not giving you nothing back. Now, if you want your money back, you ask the coffee shop we went to because you didn't like your coffee or something like that, then you ask them for the money. I'm not giving you anything. I think that's a man's job to pay for a woman's and you ask me out. Why do I have to give you your money back? You ask me out.
I call it conditional dating. His mindset is like conditional love. Like when you go out and when you go out on a date,
You take a
that's the
chance.
risk you take. That you're taking a chance. I think it was his pride. His pride was shot, and he was like, being a baby.
Yep.
I want my $3.50 back.
Okay,
I
so
think
really?
that's really petty. Like, that
Yeah.
says a lot about his character.
Yep.
Like, if you're starting off that way, you should thank God that you did not want to go on a second date with that guy.
Okay, so let's just say, I'm going to play devil's advocate because I
Yep.
do like to look for the good in people. Let's
Yeah.
just say, what if he was really broke, or maybe he doesn't have a job, times are hard. Let's just say. So,
then why did he offer to pay for it in the first place?
because he wanted to be a gentleman, and
If he wanted to be a gentleman, he wouldn't have written that letter
He was doing
later.
it to get a response.
okay, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna
You
ask
don't
this.
And that's
nice
not true things to get a
response.
I
Do
agree.
nice things out of the goodness of
of
your
your
heart.
heart,
You give
yeah.
somebody a gift, not expecting anything back.
Yeah.
Of course
You
not.
do it out of the goodness
like
of
that.
your heart.
Okay, yeah.
Unconditional.
Of course. But what if?
Unconditional love.
What if? Okay, there are women out there sometimes who will allow to let something go on even when they know. Because ladies, we know within the first 5-10 minutes, it's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
$3.50.
No,
But what
it's
if it
petty.
was a higher price then?
There
That's
we
the
go. That's
question.
what I'm trying to
what
get
if
at.
it was
Yes.
a $350 date?
Because what if?
I have the same idea.
you think that you're
unconditional? You take a risk when you go out on a
Okay,
date.
so let's say we sit down. We're at a nice restaurant. You met me on Tinder.
Yes.
I'm a guy. You're not with Adam. All that stuff.
Okay.
And we give you the menu. Already appetizers are at $50. So you know you're sitting down for a nice white tablecloth
Yeah.
dinner, and you know that you're not feeling it with this guy at all, and you just got the menu. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to continue because I think it's rude to just get up and leave.
Yeah, I actually
Let me
think
tell
it's
you,
worse.
that
I
happened to
think
me one
it's-
time. I met a guy. This is a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
I think
when
this
we
is
had
before they
dial-up?
had pictures. How long ago it was? They didn't have pictures. It was like on Craigslist. You
Really?
Oh, God.
Yeah, so you had to describe yourself.
Okay.
And so I got to the restaurant and I
Okay.
saw him. He looked like a tree monster. I was like, wait a minute. Now, I know I ain't a beauty queen, but no, okay?
What did you
So
do?
I sat down. I said hi to him. He wasn't speaking correctly. And I said, you know what? I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go to the restroom. And I walked right up out
you
of there.
never came back. You
and never
told me
came
that.
back. And that's what you do. I don't lead people
Yeah,
on.
you don't want to lead them on.
You don't want to
So you
lead
did
them
the
on.
right
But why
thing by
not just
leaving.
have good conversation? Like, I think I
But
would
you
feel
said-
so
But
weird.
you talk.
But you guys, maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I would feel so weird having dinner, then realizing, okay, it's not working. Excuse me, I gotta go. That just feels weird. I would just, tell
because
them
But
like,
then I would
you don't
offer
wanna
to pay.
pay
I'm not going. If it's
then
expensive,
I'll offer to pay.
Exactly.
I'll offer to pay. How's that?
And just
Yeah.
because I don't like you romantically doesn't mean I can't be friendly towards you
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
finish
but
out
he
what I
thinking-
made a commitment to. I made a commitment to have dinner with you. I will
Absolutely.
fill that out. And then if I choose not to come back, I won't.